Here comes Yuki Tsunoda, who was impressive in sprint qualifying and the sprint. He's crossing the line now, and he goes only 12th fastest. He might be in danger. Liam Lawson is next across the line. He goes 5th fastest, and he pushes Lewis Hamilton into the driver at risk zone. Alex Albon could knock him out here. He crosses the line, and he does. Albon 10th fastest, and Hamilton is out in Q1. He was out in Q1 in Vegas. He was out in sprint Q1 yesterday, and he's out in Q1 once again. Hamilton is out in qualifying. The qualifying pace in his Ferrari has been poor once more. Now then, Lance Stroll will be next across the line, and he's nowhere near 18th fastest for the Canadian driver. Here's Franco Colapinto. Can he get above Esteban Ocon? He does, but I think that will get beaten because Ocon's on the personal best lap. On board with Kimi Antonelli. Coming round the final corner as Pierre Gasly goes 5th fastest for Alpine. Magnificent lap from him as Antonelli goes 4th fastest for Mercedes. Here's Esteban Ocon. Where is he going to go? Only 16th. He's out of qualifying. What about Gabriel Bortoleto? He does make it through. Yuki Tsunoda is out. Well, we lose Tsunoda, Ocon, Stroll, Colapinto, and a big shock. Lewis Hamilton again knocked out in Q1. Here is Alex Albon about to come to the line now. Can he get anywhere in Q3? No, he can't. Only 13th fastest for the Williams of Alex Albon. Here's Fernando Alonso rounding the final corner. He was on the podium here in 2021 with Alpine. Where is he going to be on the grid for this year? Well, it's Q2, but he's gone 5th fastest. It's a good effort from him. Isaac Hadjar, next across the line, remains in 7th place. It might be enough to get him through. We'll see how others improve behind. Here's Kimi Antonelli coming out in the fast corner. Gasly goes 7th fastest for Alpine. Antonelli goes 4th fastest for Mercedes. Charles Leclerc is in trouble. He needs this lap to count if he wants to get through to Q3. On board with George Russell, currently 5th fastest. He goes 4th fastest ahead of his teammate Kimi Antonelli and safely through. Now it's down to Charles Leclerc. Can he get his Ferrari into Q2? He's coming down the main straight. He's had a poor year so far. Leclerc crosses the line, and he just squeezes through in ninth. It's down to Nico Hulkenberg to see if he can get through, and he's nowhere near. Misses out by 3,000th of a second. What about his teammate Gabriel Bortoleto? No, only 14th fastest for him. The man who's got a 5-place penalty will start 19th, but that is the end of Q2 as you know it. So we lose Hulkenberg, Lawson, Behrman, Bortoleto with a 5-place penalty will start 19th. Alex Albon in the Williams is out as well. You can see there it comes, Lando Norris, purple in Sector 1, Sector 2, and Sector 3. Oscar Piastri will try and beat it now. Piastri's gone fastest in the middle sector. He's 800ths down on his championship rival and teammate Lando Norris. Here comes Piastri, who was on pole here for the sprint for the 3 years in a row. No, he won the sprint 3 years in a row. What can he do this year? Piastri was on pole for the sprint. Can he take pole for the Grand Prix? No, he can't. He misses out by 3.5 hundredths of a second. Max Verstappen, has he got the pace to steal pole away from the McLaren speed? Here comes Verstappen, only 3rd fastest, 4.5 tenths down. On board now with George Russell, who was on pole here last year after Verstappen's 1-place grid penalty. Can Russell take the fight to the McLarens once more? Here at Qatar, Russell crosses the line and he goes ahead of Verstappen and up to 3rd fastest, 3.5 tenths behind the 2 McLarens. Now let's see what Kimi Antonelli and the other Mercedes can do. Could he get ahead of Max Verstappen here? What his final sector like? Here comes Antonelli coming down towards the line now. Kimi Antonelli only 6th fastest in the Mercedes. What about Fernando Alonso and the Aston Martin? And he goes only P7 for Aston Martin for the time being here at Qatar. Charles Leclerc, what's happened here then? He's coming into the penultimate corner now, and he comes out of it, he loses it, and whoa! Big spin for Charles Leclerc. That's why he didn't do a lap. That was a scary one for Charles Leclerc. Luckily, he didn't crash, and he's avoided the barriers. Carlos Sainz has been noted for an unsafe condition, a sticker stuck on his rear right tyre.
Kick from the floor. Do your lap. Oh, I got a drive. What the...
Sainz is not happy with the sticker stuck on his car. Luckily, he's managed to get rid of it and back into the pits. But that is a red flag, and the stewards are going to have to pick that up. On board with Lando Norris, he needs to give it everything. He's run a bit deep, and I think he's backed off there as Lando. That might cost him a chance of pole. He's on it at the moment. Charles Leclerc only 8th fastest, a second off the pace for Charles Leclerc. But watch out for Oscar Piastri. He's fastest in the middle sector. And watch out for Verstappen. He's fastest in the first sector. Norris might have bottled pole position here. It depends what Piastri does on this final sector. The man who has had a poor run of form for the previous few races has come back to Qatar to continue his fight for the title. Can Piastri gain pole? Yes, he can! Oscar Piastri has taken a crucial pole in this championship battle. Unless Max Verstappen can do something about it. He's also vying for the title. Can Verstappen beat the McLaren? He crosses the line. No, he's only third fastest. For Max Verstappen, he couldn't beat the McLarens tonight here at Losail. What about Kimi Antonelli? He's coming out of the last corner, down towards the line. Antonelli, when does he go? Only 5th fastest for the Italian rookie. And now it's down to George Russell to see if he can beat the McLarens. Russell in the middle sector, not taking purples. He's only a 10th away for Piastri. Russell could get ahead of Verstappen if he sets a great lap. Sainz goes 7th fastest behind Isaac Hadjar. Now it's down to Russell to see where he will go. Russell was on pole here last year. He'll be hoping to get a really good position this year. Down to the line, George Russell, where is he? Only 4th fastest, misses out on Verstappen by 11 thousandths of a second. But it's Oscar Piastri on pole for the Qatar Grand Prix. And a very crucial pole in the championship battle for the Australian. He is not out of this fight yet.
Yeah, you got it. Just as you keyed up, Oscar. Pole position. They're like buses.
Let's go, baby. Good session, everyone. That was mega. Thanks, everyone.
Oscar Piastri shows why he is the new king of Qatar as he puts his McLaren on pole position for our penultimate race of the season, and he will give it all to bring the title to Abu Dhabi tomorrow. It's Piastri on pole for the Qatar Grand Prix.